The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Friday, the 14th day of April 2023. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, and Linders. I'm Jamal Hartman. She's Sherry Vanderpool. And Tamara McHale will be with us in a bit to bring you the latest in her news break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Sherry, why are you doing the Sherry Shake? What's wrong?
At least you knew what it was. That's a start because it's Friday. And I'm always excited about a weekend, Jamal.
Mhm.
10 and
I
you know me for how long now? Come
Yeah, but
on
the
now.
thing is, I thought that things would have changed. I mean, the more time you spend with me, I thought that you just, your love for weekends may have diminished.
No, that's
No?
one thing that I didn't get from you. And
Oh,
I don't want that from you.
oh, okay.
Um, and we have spent probably way too much time together, but
Yeah. She is just telling Tamara backstage about one of our domestic disputes that I thought was
in
between her
public.
and I. Yeah, yeah. I, folks, all I'm saying is she started it. That's all I'm saying. Um,
And all I'm saying is it doesn't matter how deep your voice gets, doesn't mean that I'm going to respond quickly either.
whatever.
I'm sure the women in the audience will agree.
Yeah, whatever. Look, sometimes, men and women, we sometimes have different priorities. Yeah, our priorities are never in order like you all's. Yeah, sometimes we just care about things like football and sports over things that are important. I know. But we earn it. The important thing's to earn it, Sherry. It's to earn our
Okay.
irresponsible behavior. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, good morning to you, Tanya Cheeseman. Happy Friday to you. Greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today as we welcome back Minister Tinee Furbert. She's coming on. We're going to explore medical health and even Minister Furbert, like a lot of people, I always speak about this, sometimes we only know people for what we see them as on a daily basis. But
Yeah.
we'll learn about her career, and we're doing a lot of giveaways today. Last night, I was informed that we have 5 gift cards for Medical House. So we're going to
What?
do a lot of giveaways today. So if you're just tuning in, I know you're probably not going to want to share because you think the odds are in your favor if you don't share and tell people to tune in. But we have a lot of giveaways. We'll do a couple of questions. We'll do the hashtag as well. But we'll be doing some giveaways for you all today. The Daily Play.
My sister better be tuned in.
We need to make a rule. Siblings and relatives can't win, huh? Yeah. Yeah,
You
maybe.
tell Mama Patterson that. Go ahead.
Oh, right. Mama P is on. We here. Mama P and I, we here. We are here. The daily players are things you should know. So I think Sherry's done very well in this. She's done very well in this as of late. Larry and his arrogant, rude self has been answering soon as my music starts and so on. So I think something's happening. I don't know if the questions are getting easier or these guys are studying, like they're going on Jeopardy. But we've got to get them, guys. We've got to get them.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Karen Simmons, blessings to you. Happy Friday to you and safe weekend to you as well. She says, support the hundreds of young people at the Football Kappa Classic, which started yesterday to Sunday. I quite enjoyed the Kappa Classic. Many of you, some know, some don't. But yes, when I was coaching my 9-year-olds, we actually won the Kappa Classic. Back then, it was extremely hard to win. I haven't been around it in some 10
I was gonna
years.
say, how long was that? Okay.
Yeah, but no, it was extreme. That's a tournament. Knockout football is hard to win, but there's players, and to see some of them thriving today. Some of them went off to schools. One of them just won the FA Cup with North Village. But yeah, I think that's the first time children actually saw me cry.
Well, we got to send a special shout out to our Prince of the Daily Hour. I see it's going to be his first Kappa. That's Maddox. So Maddox is playing. So shout out to Maddox, Sancho. All the best for the weekend, and Jesse.
Sancho's so busy starting with that nonsense you all do that I ain't even like had a chance to ask Maddox, like, is he playing this weekend? You
What
know,
Somerset Cricket Club's team practicing, starting to get ready for cricket season.
folks, look, we'll go against concept. All I'm gonna say to Sister Sherry, Sister Sancha, all I'm gonna say to you all is I made a promise to myself this year, 2023. What they call them, New Year's resolutions, whatever. There's things people don't stick to, but I'm changing the game. I'm sticking to mine. What I'm doing this year, I will not take the bait. I am not going to trash talk about my team this year.
That hasn't started practicing yet.
What will happen is my team will do their talking on the field. End of discussion.
They're still talking, Jamal. That's all they do, hot air. They're just blowing air because they still ain't got the cup. But anyway, moving on. That's all. Make sure you song clip that too. Take that clip.
You know what? Draymond Green and said recently, insecurity is loud. That's all Somerset fans are. You know, you got the cup, you run one, just still talking on the field. You're that good. Yeah, insecurity is loud. It's our year. That's the most I'm going to say. It's our year, and I mean it this time. But let's get to the conversation. It's a lot to discuss, folks. A lot going on. Again, yesterday, thank you so much to Maya who went in depth. You all have been awesome. Keep checking her YouTube out and her Instagram. Like I said, she's the hardest working person. I just saw her tweet last night. She's very excited to be going to Las Vegas. A group of us going tonight. Tamara, Maya, and myself. We're going to the National Association of Broadcasters Conference. I will say, and I'm putting them on the spot, Sherry, Phil, everybody on the show had the opportunity to go, but folks do have full-time jobs and other commitments. So, some just can't travel to the US as well. But
and I went. I've done part one.
We went to last month. I'm talking about this one, Sherry. Come on now. Gee.
I love Maya's tweet there.
I say this to say that let's use Sherry and I going last month, the commitment to providing the best show that you all can enjoy and engage with. This is on them. This is them using their vacation time from their jobs. This is them taking it out of, spending time away from their family. And this is the commitment and dedication they have to trying to be better and improve. So I'm looking forward. I don't know if you saw Maya's tweet, but some of the things that she'll be doing is storytelling and trying to get some certifications and so on. So this is our commitment. This is why we ask you all to support us, because we're trying to become better and invest in ourselves and our craft. So we'll be doing the show from Vegas next week. Yeah,
I was gonna say, and add a lack of sleep, because that Vegas sleep and then the recovery, Jamal, it's worth it. But
last time I told that guy kiss my ass, it didn't go too well with the lack of sleep in Vegas. So hopefully I'll be on my best behavior next week, folks. But that said,
Tamara,
Sherry loved it. Let's get into today's discussion, folks. We're almost halfway through the discussion period, but here we go. It's a lot to talk about, and like I said, we can go any direction. The Fairmont Southampton situation up there, which we can probably talk about next week. But we had a poll on our Instagram asking people who do they bank with in Bermuda, and the four choices were HSBC, Butterfield Bank, Clarion Bank, and Bermuda Commercial Bank. Well, Bermuda Commercial Bank, 0%. Off the top of my head, no one seemed to bank with them. We can help change that if you'd like, Neville Grant, but that's on you and your comrades.
Challenge.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you're in the business to get people on your side, right? Let's go to the results. So this is what the results were from the poll. 72% of people who responded to our Instagram poll bank with HSBC. I found that interesting. I didn't think it would be that high.
Really?
I didn't. Well, obviously they were Bank of Bermuda, but I thought, because HSBC has regressed in terms of like focusing on consumers so often, I thought most people would have been the local bank, which was Butterfield. But only 23% were Butterfield and 5% Clarion. So why did we ask that question? We asked that question. It's very easy. What can we learn from the Butterfield Bank situation? What can we learn from this thing that happened with Butterfield Bank? And if you're not familiar with what happened, well, I'll tell you what. It was quite the beginning of the week. So Butterfield, according to the Royal Gazette, they upgraded their systems, and it didn't go too well. So according to the Royal Gazette, some Butterfield Bank customers remained in limbo, with business workers complaining that they still cannot get consistent access to their online accounts. People were saying online saying that their money was missing. They couldn't withdraw. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Triple transactions.
I felt for people who were overseas and they may have needed to get cash, but there's a lot of lessons in this. And these lessons have less to do with Butterfield Bank and more to do with individuals, right? I'm a culprit of this. We were just, the other day, we took one of my bosses out to lunch for a celebration, and everyone in the office is like, oh, anyone have cash, to do something, right? And I was like, I don't carry cash. I can Zelle you. And this person's like, oh, I use a credit union. We don't use Zelle or cash and all that stuff, right? And the person was right, because when technology fails, we need to have cash on us. We need to have that reserve, right? So I think there's a lot of lessons in this. But the question of the morning, folks, is, I love to put it back on us, because at the end of the day, our decisions impact us more than anyone else's decisions, right? Yes, there are things that happen to us, but how we respond could be, the most important part of that entire situation. So what can we learn from the Butterfield Bank situation? Personally, one of the things, and I have a lot to share, but one of the things is always have cash on hand. And that's just something I've never done.
Never, Jamal?
So, Sherry, when my wife and I first time going on a date, we met somewhere. This was in Jersey City. I didn't carry cash, and I went to pay for my Corona Light, and they were like, oh, we don't take cards. Well, that's why I always tell people she paid on the first date, right? But I say that because you never know when you're going to need it. And I'm still that person who I just don't carry cash, and I'm gotta get better at it. Like going to the valet and realizing, wow, I don't have a tip for the valet. Stuff like that really hurts me. Now, I do now keep at least $20. And so when I go to the grocery store, I get cash back. I don't know if people have that option in Bermuda.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but when I go to the grocery store, I always get like $10 or $20 back. So that's my way of keeping cash flowing and keeping it on me. But folks, what can we learn? What are your thoughts? Were you impacted by the Butterfield Bank situation? What are your thoughts? What can we learn from it?
So I wasn't impacted by the Butterfield situation. I do think that most Butterfield, at least in my experience, are a little bit older. I think Butterfield was definitely used by many in our older generation. I could be wrong, but I've always been an HSBC user. But with this particular situation, I think the best thing that people can do, as the old folks say, you always should have money in different areas. So different bank accounts, different bank institutions, safety deposit boxes, and some on hand. And I think it does go back to those years where many people didn't use banks, that they used to stuff things under their mattresses and so forth. But that may be true for what just occurred. So for me, it would definitely be that we should be using different institutions. We have 3 or 4 on island, even if we're just, but Jamal, we know that takes discipline, or it's just a standing order, right? Every so many cycles send some money to different situations. I felt for many Bank of Butterfield users, um, and what they had to go through when you looked at Twitter, when you looked at Facebook, and you looked at all of these different social media outlets, and people just being very upset. But that's one way I think we can definitely learn from this situation is definitely put our money in different institutions.
What are your thoughts, audience? Well, that should be, I guess,
Standard?
yeah, like just having money in different spaces. Obviously, I'm not trying to be arrogant and act like, oh, everyone just has money to put in different spaces. But if you have it, spread it out. Now, you said something like the older people. I mean, I was just telling this story when we were talking about it in my job the other day. I said, I remember when my grandfather passed in 2010, my nana had me in his room and we found, I mean, probably about $30,000 cash in his room, under the floor, this place. Like it was everywhere, right? Like an old, black person would, because he didn't trust banks. He didn't trust the system, like my grandfather was that person. But is keeping a large amount of cash on you there? No, is the responsibility on the bank, right? Like, is the bank going to, let's say someone cards charge for bills every month, right? And
Yeah.
they, I mean, got fined. What it fined, or when you miss
Overdrawn.
overdrawn? Like, what if
Mhm.
something like that happen? Is it on the bank? I think it's a messy situation. I felt the frustration of people.
Definitely.
I really did. But what I will say to anyone is, situations like this are learning situations. They're helpful. They are helpful. They give us the opportunity to figure things out on our own. And my advice to anyone would always have some form of cash on hand. Again, I have to take my own advice. Always have cash on hand, but also what Sherry said, spread it.
Yeah.
Spread it.
You definitely should. I keep an account for the bills. I keep an account for savings.
Mhm.
Just different accounts in that spot. And I think that Jamal, living out here in Atlanta and Florida, it is a cashless type of transactions all the time.
The
I'm
cash
either
side,
Zelling,
yes.
I'm either doing Zelle, which is another form of transferring money to other persons outside of your banking institution, just like Cash App. I do those kind of things. I just purchased something on Facebook Messenger the other day, and I was like saying to my friend, "Do you have cash? Because I
Mhm.
gotta go get it, and I could Zelle you the money right away." She's like, "No, Sherry, I have cash at home. Had you told me." And
Mhm.
so it's those kind of things. So we definitely should keep a reserve on him. Maybe not 30,000, but
Let's be like Grandpa. Rosalind Famous says, another example: when hurricane wiped out electricity island-wide in Puerto Rico, people were stuck because ATM machines stopped working. You realize how vulnerable you are to electricity. Good point.
that part,
Good point.
that part.
Mark Arthur C. Phillips, he says, I use two different banks at the moment. I am considering opening a third account at a third bank. I also believe everyone should have an account at the BIU Credit Union. I was just going to say credit union. I think that's a great way to go. Um,
I'm at a credit union.
what's her name? My colleague, she actually said the other day that because I use Zelle, which Sherry just mentioned. Zelle is a form of, literally, I'm Zelling someone right now, no lie, but Zelle is a form of just sending instant cash to someone, like sending a WhatsApp, right? So that's the only downfall. Some of the credit unions aren't on that level, right?
Mine
They're not,
is,
um,
ironically.
yeah, I mean, most of them are getting there, but some of them aren't on that level like the other banks, but they'll get there. I think, to be honest, folks, it's on us. It's on us. We things like that are wake-up calls, or at least they should be, to use the term that Rosalind Famous used, how vulnerable we actually are.
Very, Jamal.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes or no, quick question from the audience. Were you impacted by the Butterfield Bank situation?
And like you said, very vulnerable. Like again, hurricanes for us, electricity, definitely, if that decides to go out, we, but institutions, I've been to some places, Jamal, where they're like, we don't take cash.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I don't think I have my card. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but again, out here in the United States, you
Mhm.
can use your phone, right? If you have Apple Pay or have your card on your cell phone,
Mhm.
you're able to use that.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, Sherry, it's we do in the U.S. Honestly, unless you're gambling, pretty much, it's a cashless society, right? Um, heading to Vegas, they're not taking cards for a lot of stuff. They're not taking cards for your habits. I'll say that much. But the cashless society is a way of eliminating a lot of problems, right? It's a way to monitor and track things.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. But it's a convenient thing. It's convenient. Um, were you impacted by the Butterfield Bank situation? Mark Arthur C. Phillips says yes, he was. Um, and then Charles H. Jeff II says there, and there's no fee to sender or receiver for using Zelle. No, there's not, folks.
It's
That's the
not.
great thing, right? Mind you, I haven't received a Zelle from Charles or Sherry, but yeah.
No, and you won't.
Oh, not even for my birthday, so Sherry, no, no.
Mm-mm. Mine's is my birthday is first, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, well, it's not about sheets, it's Sherry. It's about me right now. Angeline Butler says no. She wasn't impacted because it was a holiday weekend and was given sufficient notice. I made to take out enough funds. So see, that's what you said, like, right? So if the bank tells you that they're going to be doing some things, right, then there you go. Just take out some funds that you may need if anything happens or goes wrong. Again, folks, we're not making excuses for the bank. What we're really trying to do, and this is what I love about this show, is some of the things that impact us, we can actually control. We can actually do things to prepare for them. We can do things a
Absolutely.
bit differently on our end. And so thank you, Angeline, for that. Traveling Trotty says, no, I was not impacted, but I did check my account there. All right, cool. So, checking your account. Karen Simmons says, no, she wasn't impacted. Rosalind Famous says, I don't like the move to try and make everything cashless, to be honest. It's concerning. I don't like it. It's convenient. I don't like it. Well, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. Because, again, it's not about us. It's about them tracking us, like at every dollar, right? It's about tracking. That's one. Two is it's all electronic and computerized. And as you saw with Butterfield Bank, whatever man makes can break at any time. And so you're bringing people into habits of, this cashless society using your phone. What's it called? iPay or Apple Pay or something like that.
Apple Pay, or you can have your card on your phone.
Pay and stuff, all this different stuff. But we all know, once it's it's a disaster waiting to happen. That's just what technology does. And when we become too reliant on technology, when it becomes the face of what we're doing, how we're living. Yeah, I just looked at my U.S. passport last night, right, Sherry?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Damn, I don't think I like this new travel stuff." And you're saying why? Because it was something special about getting stamps in a passport. They don't do that anymore. Now it's just this electronic thing. You put it in and you move, right? And I'm like, I don't have not one stamp. I know that might seem minor to people and like, oh, whatever, Jamal. But I'm just saying, like, it's taken away the experiences. And then even a small businesses. How does it impact small businesses being cashless, right?
Yeah.
People talk about fees, like, well, I can't put bank fees, so we're putting the cost if you're using a card onto the consumer. It's a lot to think about. But what I will say, I think, what we can learn from this Butterfield Bank situation, folks, we can learn a lot. One of those things that we can learn is that we have to keep cash on us. Let's go to the comments. Tanya Cheeseman says, not personally, she wasn't impacted, but for an account I managed for an entity, yes, I had no awareness of the change that was going to happen. Charles H. II says, I haven't received a Zelle from Jamal either, but he has my cell phone number and email address, and that's all he needs to send me money. Looking forward to it.
Me too, Charles.
It's that easy. All you need is someone's number or email, and literally you can send them everything that's in your account. Just make sure you don't put too many decimals in there. I mean, too many decimals. The decimal in the wrong spot, I mean. Don't do that. And traveling Charlie, of course you agree with the passport thing because you travel. Yeah, it takes away from the experience, right? Oh, they do? Well, maybe I haven't been to those borders. Rosalind Famous said they still stamp across most international borders. Well, not the ones I've been to recently. They make you put it in that machine. Mind you, I haven't been that many places. All right, we've got to bring some around. Before we do, like I said, we have a lot of giveaways today. So we're going to do the first giveaway. Before we start the news break and bring Minister Furbert in. So
I'm excited.
First question, and you can't win, Sherry.
I know, but I'm still excited.
Where was Medical House first location? The first person who answers that we see in the comments. Where was Medical House's first location? Let us know, and you win yourself a Medical House gift card. We have 5 gift cards today. 5 gift cards. Let us know. Where was Medical House first location? You know it, Sherry?
I think I do.
Wow, no one's got it. It was not Bakery Lane. It was not Serpentine Road. It was not Mills Creek. Wow, no one's got it.
It's not Mills Creek?
Oh, this is it right here, Union Street.
Oh.
Well, John racking them up. Minister Furbert gonna be disappointed in you all. It's Union Street. Come on now. Union Street.
You knew that, Jamal?
I did. I did, yeah. Humble beginnings, right? So send an email to engage@thedailyhour.com to collect. Manuela John, you won recently too. ER Fish Recent Foods gift card, if I'm not mistaken. Send an email. This is why we do the trivia. We're gonna have more, folks. Do not go anywhere. There's more trivia coming. You're all gonna have a chance to win today. We'll ask you some more questions when Minister Furbert's on, and also we'll do the hashtag to make it easy for you all who may not know the answers. All right, let's bring Tamara Michaela in. Manuela John, please send that email today. Engage@thedailyhour.com. It's time for the Daily Hour news break.
Good morning, everybody.
Greetings. How are you?
I'm good. I want you to cash up me as well.
Oh, I don't know what Cash App is. I only do Zelle.
Okay, I want you to Zelle me as well.
But how does Cash App work? Is it similar?
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same
kind of technology.
But there's a fee, which is what the point Charles was making. It's the same thing. You can either do an instant and it's a fee, or you can wait 2 days and it will be free. So
or you can just send it to my PayPal.
Oh, that too. Okay, right. PayPal. So yeah, I know about PayPal. I did use that. But real quickly, off topic a bit, did you guys hear that the founder of Cash App that was murdered, they arrested somebody for his murder? You saw that?
No, I
did.
didn't.
Yeah, they arrested someone for murder. And it was a fellow tech exec. So it wasn't just a vagrant on the street. It was I don't know if it was a competitor or something. But anyway, I'm sorry, went off topic. But yeah. Hey, happy Friday, man.
Happy Friday. Looking forward to Las Vegas.
Session, schools and session, sorry.
Yeah. And Sherry would be nice there. Because I love her vibe. And she would keep you in line.
Let me tell you something. He gonna be in there sleep tired. Don't listen to him. So grandpa.
Yeah. No, but that's I don't think her and Maya really understand that, because probably one night I'll be out with him, since Maya's birthday is, we'll go Katy Perry concert tomorrow night. I'll be sleeping in there. But I'm saying, they're going to be going to these networking events. Sherry, what networking events we went to? Club Bet. Well, I did anyway.
Yeah, I was Club Gamble.
Yeah, she was in the casino. Man, and folks, you all, I'm not a boring person. Don't get me wrong. I just have a routine. I'm very routine. I am. I'm very routine. That's it. So, yeah, you all going. Yeah, we'll see each other during the day, though.
All right.
But it does feel like 1 o'clock at night all the time. So it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sticks to his routine. No problem, Jamal. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, let me get to the news. Good morning, everyone. This is the Daily Hour news break for today, Friday, April 14, brought to you by the People's Pharmacy. So, direct air service, speaking of travel, direct air service to Boston is set to resume next month, according to Skyport's May flight schedule, while airlift to New York will more than double. The recently published schedule includes the return of JetBlue service to the island on May 5, with the airline offering daily flights to Boston, JFK, and LaGuardia. The additional flights will significantly boost service between Bermuda and New York, which will also see daily service from American Airlines and 3 weekly flights from Delta Airlines. Now, Erin Smith, Chief Operating Officer of the Bermuda Tourism Authority, said the increased airlift was a welcome sign.
You're damn right, it's a welcome sight. Absolutely. I mean, folks, you know how happy people should be? Like Boston to Bermuda, that is Bermuda tourism. Yeah. So I'm happy to hear that. And let's get those flights full. I heard the United one was full. So let's get people on those damn flights. Bermuda, we need people on island. We need people purchasing in the restaurants and spending dollars. We need, I mean, I don't know how much money we get from taxes, but we need them. So that's welcome news. Yes, I agree.
Awesome. All right. And still on some feel-good news, the Bermuda Carifta team has returned. So the government posted the photos yesterday online saying, quote, guess who arrived back home last night? Bermuda's Carifta track team. Welcome home, team. Can't wait to hear about your Carifta experiences in the days to come. Well done to you all, end quote. Of course, Bermuda had sent a strong 31-member team to the recent Carifta Games in the Bahamas, where they won 7 medals in total, 4 silver and 3 bronze.
What was your sport, Sherry?
Not track and field. If anything, it would have been shot put or something. And I was in primary school, a little bit of high jump, but never running. Netball was... I was a good netball player.
Did you do any track, Tamara? Like, I mean,
nope.
part of school. No.
Really?
No, we had to do it for PE class, physical education, but that's about it.
Yeah,
because I would be running dead last.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, no.
Where were you, Jamal? What did you do?
Cross country. I was, I used to be out so far in the front I couldn't see anybody behind me.
Dreaded this, dude.
Like anybody running with me, like where you at? But no, I like cross country because it was time at the classroom, so I didn't mind it.
What institute?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, in some other news this time, not so good news though. Burglars raided a Hamilton electronics store yesterday, smashing in a glass door before escaping with a number of goods. According to the Gazette, Todd Martin, general manager of P-Tech, said that the thieves were in and out in a minute before making their getaway, but he could not disclose how much was taken from the store. Now, Mr. Martin said that while the burglary was caught on the store's interior CCTV system, he was told that the public CCTV system, which had assisted them with a previous break-in, was out of action, saying, quote, that it is very sad because last time they were able to help them with the footage. And he also said that in his experience, even the best outdoor CCTV cameras require regular cleaning and maintenance, particularly, quote, in Bermuda's corrosive environment.
That's interesting.
Wow.
I don't know. Something about, I mean, when I was in college, house got broken into, still stuff. And for me, it was just, and I hate to say this, I looked at it like it's just material things. I'm still here, being in the United States. But there's nothing like working hard for something or feeling like you're doing good by the law and someone just takes from you, man.
Yeah. That happened to me in college as well.
Yeah, if you want it, find a way to work for it and get it. I mean, there's people out here putting in the work and to earn these opportunities. So, yeah.
And in the story, he was emphasizing that the government has to ensure that the CCTV cameras are regularly maintained. So in instances that happen, such as this, they are captured.
Okay.
And speaking of CCTV and burglary, actually in our regional news segment, police have confirmed that over 8 million Jamaican dollars, which is roughly about $53,000 US, was stolen after gunmen held up and robbed a remittance outlet in the parish of Manchester yesterday morning. The CCTV footage of the robbery has been circulating online by the media and other persons on social media, and the police have confirmed that the robbery happened about 9:30 a.m. This news, of course, comes in the wake of a series of targeted robberies by criminals in Jamaica, targeting, for example, the ATMs, the armored vehicles, and of course now a Cambio, a remittance agency.
That's insane. I wouldn't want to work in no bank if no way, no, nah, that's crazy. And have they been catching anyone?
Well, in one of the previous cases, they have taken persons into custody. So yeah, they've caught a few people, but a lot of them they haven't caught yet, but they're investigating. But they say it seems to be a lot gang related because a lot of the lottery scamming, which was what some of the criminals were doing, the government has kind of clamped down on it with the help of the US because they're scamming Americans mostly, and now they want to continue getting that huge sum of money to buy guns, so they're resorting to this.
Wow. All right.
All right, and wrapping it up, finally, the Caribbean island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines now owes the Asian nation of Taiwan 577.9 million Eastern Caribbean dollars, which is roughly about 230 million US dollars. This amount has jumped, they said, and based on what was owed in previous years. And this money given to them by Taiwan is, for example, for building roads, for the ports, etc. A lot of infrastructural development, which has been happening a lot by the Asian nations pumping into the Caribbean.
Yeah, China. We know they've been, while America's been going to war, China's been saying, well, let me fix this road for you, let me build this hotel. China is literally playing chess while everyone's stuck on a checkerboard, and it's like, hello, wake up. Yeah, but right now with BRIC and adding South Africa and getting Iran and Saudi Arabia to call it basically a truce, like China right now is doing some things that should scare the hell out of the entire population of this world. So eyes wide open, folks. If you don't know what BRIC is, it's Brazil, Russia, India, and China. And now I think they've added South Africa to that. Those are, emerging economies and nations. Something that we all should know. Just speaking to someone that said college students don't know what that is. We need to understand that, because as more of these countries move away from using U.S. currency, what will it do to the dollar? What would the economy look like? So Taiwan, will China invade Taiwan? What would this debt for St. Vincent look like if that happens? This is global, and thank you for bringing this story to light, Tamara.
You're welcome, because as you mentioned, the Chinese, they pretty much own the roads in Jamaica or highways. They build all of them. It's not even, and then we pay to travel on them. We pay toll, and the money goes back to the Chinese. It doesn't go to our government. Yeah.
I think Bermuda, people complain about the airport being like that in Bermuda, but that's another story. But I know that's the argument people make with that. But again, sometimes, investment, it needs to take place from outside. I mean, sometimes economists just can't do it on their own. It's interesting. I just tell people to stay up, keep up, and read and try to learn as much as you can. Kind of like what we're going to be doing in Las Vegas this weekend and next week.
All right, and it is Friday, and some good news in the weather in Bermuda today. It's bright and sunny, so you can go out and enjoy the sun. And in terms of the temperature, you should have a high near 23 degrees Celsius or 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And the same in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, sunny, and it's mainly sunny elsewhere across the island.
All righty. Thank you so much for that, Sherry. What you got what's the weather like in Vegas, Tamara? Anything? I mean,
That's a good question. But Vegas I'm going to read the weather off of the top of my head. It's going to be bright and sunny. Isn't Vegas normally hot?
It depends. It was cold when we were here last month.
Yeah.
It can be very hot, like desert hot during the day, and then very cold Yeah, it depends. Yeah. Yeah, check your weather before you pack. What's the days of the year, Sherry?
Today is International Moment of Laughter Day. This is a day to let your inner child come out and laugh away all your worries. You can laugh out loud or giggle. In fact, you can do whatever you want, but make sure you're laughing at the same time. The day reminds us to look beyond our anxious lives and find something that puts a big smile on our faces. I knew it. I knew it.
He was looking for
I almost didn't want to pick this one because I knew what was going to happen.
a corny joke.
It's time for a joke, folks. All right, let's go. Let's go. Here's your joke of the day, folks. Get ready to laugh. Get ready to laugh.
Don't laugh.
What did the orca say to his Valentine?
Orca is a whale. Well, something. Well,
Will you be mine?
see? I don't even like that because that's a clip that Jamal could use.
That's so corny.
Stop. Folks, hey, I might just audition for one of those comedy shows while we're in Vegas. Tomorrow, see you tomorrow in Vegas. We'll be in together. Folks, stick with us. We've got Minister Tinee Furbert coming up. Thank you. Oh, hold on. I know. You felt like you were laughing when you earned. Yes, I know. We're going to take a break. Come right back after these messages with Minister Tinee Furbert. We're talking medical health. Stick with us. I'm hilarious.
It's really loud.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose People's, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, we'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it People's, I call it my one-stop shop in the city. People's, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Quick, tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
Mom's celebrating her 70th birthday next month. Have you noticed her age is catching up with her?
Yeah. Plus, she's having a hard time getting up and around like she's used to. I would sure hate to see her fall.
At Medical House Limited, we can help make life situations easier. We have electric beds, motorized scooters, bath stools, walkers, you name it.
Mom's been real good to us. We'll get her birthday and Christmas gifts from Medical House.
Medical House has relocated next to the Dendy Town Field, number 6 Bakery Lane, Pembroke. Telephone 292-3622.
Alrighty, welcome back to the big show. Sherry Vanderpool, I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. Folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels. Stay up to date with all that we have going on as we, want to continue to do our part to help us grow beyond the mic. But I just came across a tweet just now. Just want to bring to your attention. Anyone in the audience, we asked, did you have HSBC Butterfield, which bank? I saw a tweet. Someone said, if you got HSBC, I don't know what's going on, but everyone I've served today's card has declined, but they can get cash out of the machine. Has anyone had trouble with their bank card this morning? Let us know. That's interesting. One bank, one day, another bank, another. Anyway, let's give a warm welcome. We've got Minister Tinee Furbert. She's basically a co-host at this point, too. She comes on a lot. Let's give her a warm TDH welcome. Here we go. Author, minister. And she's going to tell you what else she does today. Welcome back. How are you?
Good morning. I'm loving the applause.
yes, you do.
Good morning.
So, welcome back first off. And sorry we're late. Sherry, she gets excited and just goes on and on and on. And so we lose track of time. But everyone, may know you, unless they're living on the rock, as Minister Tinee Furbert, politician. But so, lately people may know you as an author, right? Because you
Yes.
out, for a book for young people. But tell us a bit about your background and then your role with Medical House. That's something people may not know.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to say thank you for always giving Medical House the forum to let people know about Medical House and what it is that we do. We've just finished a huge, agonizing inventory, and we have added also a new POS system. So we're quite excited about that. But I am an occupational therapist by profession. And in order for me to maintain my credentials and my registration status, particularly here in Bermuda, and also if I ever left Bermuda, I don't think I would do that. I will have to maintain my registration and credential status that I have to still practice. And so I still dab in that a little bit, particularly with Medical House, which I'm so very thankful for, because I did pay a lot of money to get my credentials, right? To have them just go away. So my role with Medical House, I'm a clinical consultant. So I consult with persons in our community as it relates to medical equipment that they may need to help to maximize their independence.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And again, I guarantee you, if we did a poll, many in the audience would not have known that. I honestly feel that. Speaking about Medicals, we asked the question, where did it first start? Interesting answers, but I'm glad that we have this show to actually share with people about the humble beginnings. What are some of the medical products and services that Medical House offers? Because I remember before my mom passed, my mom was we were looking into it was something I see on the commercials a lot in the US, the wheelchairs, like people that have steps at their homes, right?
Yes.
And it was this wheelchair on TV. My mom's like, oh, Medical House has that. We can get that for Nana. But I was like, oh, they have that in Bermuda. Speak to people about some of the things that Medical House has as far as medical supplies that they can get that they may see you on as seen on TV.
Sure. So what you're speaking of, Jamal, is something called a stair lift. And so, in Bermuda, our homes are bi-level, have more than one level. And so we have to go up steps in many homes to be able to access a flat area. And so a stair lift is something that will take you from the bottom of your steps to the top to be able to enter your home, or to take you from the top to the bottom so that you can exit. And so it's a very nifty tool to allow people to still have entry and exit into their homes. But Medical House has a variety of products. Not only are they into what we call medical equipment or mobility equipment, they also have things like ostomy supplies, orthopedic supplies, walkers, beds, wheelchairs, raised toilet seats, commodes. But Medical House first started in the industry of oxygen supply, and also uniforms. So we have expanded our line of oxygen concentrators, CPAPs, as well as uniform and footwear. But more recently, we've added a new product line, which is Bermuda Restaurant Supply, where we provide eco-friendly products for restaurants, businesses, such as takeout containers. That is our newest product that we provide for the community. But we also have janitorial and paper supply as well, which is an area in which we've branched off into. And so people can now come to Medical House at our new location, because we just moved here in March of 2021. And which, you mentioned, we are now at 6 Bakery Lane in Pembroke, where we've been able to expand our square footage of retail floor space as well, where we were once over Mills Reach Lane, where we had 1,800 square feet. So we're now at 18,000 square feet, where we are now at 25,000 square feet. So that's what most people say when they come into Medical House now. They say, oh, wow, it's so big. But it's the old Standard Hardware building.
Yeah. I find it so interesting that when we asked the question, someone said Bakery Lane. I'm like, no, that's the current location.
No, I knew that. I knew that much. I was at Mills Creek.
Yes.
And as much as Jamal likes to age me, he always seems to know things that happened before my time. But that's a whole different show. Good morning, Minister Tinee. It's so
Hey, Miss
nice to
Sherry, how are you?
see
I
you. I'm
know.
good.
Good.
But this is the thing. You spoke about, all the medical supplies and different things that Medical House offers. And you spoke about some of the other things that they offer. But what would really surprise people outside of some of the janitorial and restaurant stuff? What would really surprise people of what Medical House carries? Because I know there's some things that really surprise me.
So we do have a line of comfort pillows because we all go to sleep. We all sleep in a bed, and we all can experience discomfort sometimes when we're sleeping. And so we have a line of pillows as well that can help us to cozy up in our beds and make our necks and heads and bodies feel comfortable. That is probably an area. We also carry items such as this is an item line that we carry called PediFix, where it is for your any issue that you have with your foot. PediFix has something for that, but also comfort shoes, Sherry. I think many of our customers come in here looking for shoes that they can wear for long durations of time, particularly if they are working and they're on their feet for long periods of time. We also have comfort footwear as well. But again, most recently, like I said, with the paper takeout supplies, things like pizza boxes, these boots, and our eco-friendly product line. I don't know if you can see this good, but containers. I don't think most people come in here and they say, "Hi, we didn't even know you had all this stuff here."
Yes, for the product showing. Yes, for the product showing.
Yeah, right. We appreciate that.
But thank you for speaking on that, because shoes was at the top of my list of other things. And now, as I think we as an adults transition into this
Yes.
caregiving for our parents, I am
Mhm.
definitely learning a lot more of what Medical House has to offer. But
Yeah.
during the pandemic, let's talk about that. I'm sure business was booming, but how has Medical House adjusted back to pandemic business?
Sure. So it was initially difficult. Everybody was trying to figure out how we were managing the pandemic. However, as being a medical supply store, we could never really close our doors because people who were on oxygen full time needed access to services as it related to oxygen and also medical supplies. Because just because it's a pandemic doesn't mean that person's medical issues go away, they still continue. And so we were still able to maintain being open, but not only that, because there was a high need for PPE, as far as masks and sanitation, hand sanitizer, gowns, um, even the suits at one point. We were very helpful with many persons in our community with providing those sorts of things to have available to them. So, and then we moved right in the middle of the pandemic. So, in 2021, like I mentioned, March of 2021, it was a big step that the owner of Medical House, Mickey Robinson, made to transition from a one location to another location. But it was a good, sometimes we're like, Mickey, you're crazy, Mickey. But it was a good plan that Mickey did, and foresight that Mickey used that opportunity to grow his business. And so I'm sure he should be very proud of that decision that was made for Medical House.
Indeed, indeed. Folks, if you have any questions or comments, send them through. We have the shoe lady. Maya says Medical House has cute shoes. Don't sleep on it. Cute heels and cute.
Oh, yes.
What did you expand in this area though? Like what brought about the expansion?
Sure. So I want to shout out to Media Maya because we do have some pretty cute comfort shoes. So when you think of comfort shoes, sometimes you think of something that may be old fashioned, but these are hot. They have fancy heels and everything. But as far as the expansion, we were able to bring our warehouse into one building. So before it was the store location, and then we had warehouses in different locations. And so when customers needed items, we had to go to a particular another site to be able to bring it back to the store. And it's just a lot easier having everything in one building with the majority of our warehouse items being right in the store. So I don't know if you ever remember a sort of what was it, like a Walmart experience. So if you go to Walmart and you pull the card and you wanted to get like a refrigerator, and you just go to another section to just go and collect your big item. And so with the warehouse actually being in the location, persons can just collect as they exit the building. So that's a really cool feature now that we have, where customers don't have to really wait for us to go get it from a different location. But not only that, with the expansion of the Bermuda restaurant supplies, particularly is the expansion that occurred when we did move over to Bakery Lane.
Nice. Well, let's do a giveaway. Do you have a question for the audience?
Yeah, we have tons of questions.
Let's give them something.
Does anyone know how long Medical House has been in business?
I have a guess. Let us know, folks. How long has Medical House been in business? Let us know. What are your thoughts?
Or even an estimation.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
See, I like Tinee. See, just even an estimate. Listen to her, Jamal.
I ought to made to say the exact number. That's right. Nope. Sherry, what do you think?
I'm gonna say in the 60s.
Like 60s?
Yeah, 70s, maybe. 1970 something.
I'm gonna say 1995.
Jamal's got it.
What? Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So,
he can't be in.
Hold
on. 25 years.
Really?
Yes. Long time, and people don't know that. It's interesting, right? Bermuda being so small that persons wouldn't know that we've been around for that long. So
I thought it was longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Basically, Mickey, if you're tuned in, basically what she's doing is saying you're like 90 years old, Mickey. That's what Sharon's doing. Yeah. So, we'll give it to you since you got the closest. So send us an email right now, Rosamond, engage@dailyhour.com. Let's give them one more question. Let's give them one more question.
Sure. What is the newest product line that we have just gotten into?
That's right. You got come on now. You got to visit them. What they got now? I'm gonna say Karen Simmons said earlier they have great hiking boots, great quality and durability.
Were you not listening? I know what it is.
I'm trying to help the audience. I don't want to answer again. And then Maya said, cute heels, cute Crocs. I gasped the first time. Folks.
He's staring you down the wrong way.
I think she could. Containers for takeout, which is great because I think when I heard you say that, I believe business is about solving problems and solutions. Yes. And we've entered a space where we're getting rid of single-use plastics.
Yes.
Right? So, folks, this to me is one of the greatest things about Medical House entering that space. So, Diane Elliott, please send us an email, engage@thedailyhour.com, and we will get you your prize for a gift certificate to Medical House. You want? It's up to you. One more. Or you good? You got one more question? No, we can do it. Hashtag Medical. Okay, one more
question. I do have one more question.
All right.
I just want to thank Diane for that, because even when you were talking about the pandemic, and we were going curbside takeout, right? And so those takeout containers became very important around that time as well.
Absolutely.
Which is now expanded, so that we're able to still provide it. Who is the owner of Medical House?
Who's the owner of Medical House, folks? Come on now. You know it.
Come on.
Name has been mentioned. Come on, audience. Let us know who is the owner of Medical House.
Are you doing first and last name?
First and last name.
Close, but no cigar.
Karen's gonna be.
Renee Simmons got it. There you go. Nikki
Yes.
Robinson. Nikki
Thank
Robinson.
you, Renee.
Thank you. So send us an email right now, Renee, engage@thedailyhour.com. We're going to do one more. We're going to do hashtag Medical House. You can put it in now. Thank you so much, Minister, for your time today and sharing all the awesome things Medical House has to offer. Folks, if you haven't been there, go around there. Check it out. I was there in February, and I was impressed with the new location in terms of I felt like I could have been in any wholesale store in the US. That's how I felt, really, truly, when I went upstairs. So go check it out. You'd be surprised about how many things you can get there rather than going to maybe somewhere you used to go in to get one thing and then you go to another place and get another. There's a lot of stuff in one place. Minister, thank you so much. We'll see you again.
If you don't mind, Jamal, I just wanted to give a big shout out to all of the staff at Medical House who are particularly camera shy and did not want to come on this morning.
Yeah.
Except me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna call no names.
Everyone at Medical House works so very hard.
Yeah.
Mickey does pride his business on making sure that customers are precedent and what they want say matters. And so I do want to thank all of the staff for all that they do because they do work so very hard. Yes.
And we're going to do something at Medical House again because I know last year we went around there. We had a little event. Mickey was really awesome doing that. We're going to do it again, likely this summer, folks. It's a great facility. We want to get you out there. We want to shop with you. So stay tuned. If you're not a TDH member, sign up so that you can get the emails. Make sure you're tuned in. Thank you to everyone at Medical House, especially Mickey, for believing in what we're doing on this show as a community to bring these conversations to you. And Minister, honestly, it's always a pleasure having you on. I'm just gonna say it. Ain't too many of you I like, but you're one.
We love Tinee.
So thank you so much, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you, Sherry.
All right, Minister Tinee Furbert, folks, if you appreciated that conversation, give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. Yes, we'll do a hashtag giveaway. Keep putting that hashtag because we ain't even got it up yet. Sorry.
Ordering from ER Fisheries has just gotten simpler. With just a few clicks of a button, you can place an order for next-day delivery or same-day pickup. Our ever-expanding list of offerings now include grocery pantry items, specialty meats, and bread and dairy items. We know things have been hard, and we're here to make planning for your next meal or party easy. Whether you're a vegetarian or a meat eater, we have what you're looking for. And best of all, it can be delivered to your door in 24 hours or less. Go to www.erfisheries.bm and check out our wide range of seafood, beef, lamb, pork, poultry, fruits, vegetables, and plant-based products, all available at reasonable prices. That's www.erfisheries.bm.
All right, thanks again to Minister Tinee Furbert. She's so much more. I always say we sometimes just know people for what we see them in the news. She is a great human being doing great things and has a career, folks. So
kind and sweet.
Grateful to Medical House. Look, I tell you, and I say this not to be emotional or anything, but I am extremely thankful to Mickey and everyone at Medical House, and that goes for everyone. Zach and Lindos and Tamara and Miss Pyramid at People's Pharmacy, Denton Williams and his team at the BAC Group of Companies, ER Fisheries and Foods, Zori and the crew down there, BDC and Jamila and this group. I'm grateful, and I hope that you as an audience understand the importance of them supporting the work that we do. It's not easy. We are a Black-owned company, majority Black people on this show. We don't traditionally get the support from big businesses. We don't get the support. It's written in history. It's written in the way we live. So we are grateful, and we don't take it for granted. This is why we reinvest in ensuring that we can go and try to become better at what we do. I would love for us to have a lot more fun in Vegas. I'd like to stay up late and go to a party or two, but truthfully, we're there to really become better. So without the support of a medical house, a People's Pharmacy, a Linda's, the BAC group of companies, the BEDC, ER Fisheries and Foods, we would not have the opportunity. With the support of all of these companies, but also with the support of you, whether it's $1 that you give, it helps us to go out there. It helps Maya to be able to go and become better at storytelling, and Tamara to better understand how to use technology to bring you the best of what's happening in the region. So we are grateful to everyone for their support. And honestly, I can't say thank you enough. So appreciate it. Keep putting your hashtag in. It's time for the daily play, though, and you can help Sherry out. You want to say something, Sherry?
Yeah, I just need to say good morning to my mother. I saw Mama Patterson pop in there. And hashtag Mama Medical House.
Mama P, we ain't seen you in a while. Good morning, Mama P. All right.
Hello, good morning to my sister.
No, don't try to get away from it. It's time for Daily Play. Brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. It's the things you should know, Sherry. Here we go. Sherry, what color are the goalposts in ice hockey?
Black? Isn't that not black? Ice hockey, white? The green? Red. Blue? The red?
Red, Sherry. The puck's black, so they can't be black.
Okay, yeah.
White, so they can't be white. So red.
Okay, it was processed, but I can see
Yeah.
the thing, but I didn't see red. But okay, makes sense. I got it though.
No, you guessed it. You didn't get it. You guessed
Well,
it.
yes, got it's still a yeah.
It's a difference, Sister Sherry. Sister Sherry, we're going to do a giveaway. We have one more medical house gift certificate to give away.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to do that? Well,
Yes.
you know what? Let's give our final thoughts before we do giveaway. Keep hashtagging, folks. What's your final thoughts on today's show? The banking, and then obviously Minister Tinee Furbert and medical house.
Well, when it comes to the banking, as I said, part of the solution for that is to ensure that we definitely spread our money out. And it looks like all of our banks are being affected by whatever's going on. So making sure that we have cash on hand, and setting ourselves up in case of emergency. And I don't think we do that enough, Jamal. We're kind of scrambling at the last minute to get things done. So trying to be as prepared as possible. In regards to medical house, this conversation was awesome. There was a lot of things that I didn't know about. And as I did state to the minister, the transition from, just being a child to a caregiver, you start to learn these things. And it's great to have these things and these options in Bermuda.
I'm sorry to be rude, but I'm got an 8:30 doctor's appointment, sister. Seriously, I just remembered, Sherry. Didn't I tell you yesterday?
I have a meeting too at 8:30. So come on.
Just popped up. Honestly, banking, folks, as I stated, Sherry said it all. Have some cash on you and have money in different places. I'm so sorry, folks. And Minister Tinee Furbert, grateful to everyone at Medical House, folks. Just go out there, check them out. It's more than what you believe. Honestly, it's more than medical supplies. They have a lot of stuff that you use on a daily basis. Let's do this giveaway. I'm so sorry, audience. It's never. I should have never made my appointment. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Who's going to be the last final winner of today? Final winner for today. Here we go. Big money. Come on. Renee said, Renee, you can't win twice. You have to do it again. Just because I've got someone to go, Renee, you can't do it twice. We're going to do it again. I mean, you can win as many times on the show, but the same prize. No. Here we go. Renee, we're going to do it one more time. And I'm sure, Renee, you understand. Who's it going to be? I saw Tamara in there. What she got? Tamara, you can't win.
No, come on, you lied.
This is happening just because I have to run. Let's do it. Let's do this. All right. Tomorrow, take her. We'll get a virgin margarita. Or something. Can you make a virgin margarita? I'm not. Diana, you can't win it. She already won. This is okay. Let's do it again.
This is hilarious.
You could tell this is random, folks. Seriously. This because Mama P didn't answer.
I know.
Shawnette Bell, there we go. Shawnette, congratulations to you. Send an email, engage@dailyhour.com. This is amazing. This was funny. But we want as many people as possible. Sherry, you got some daily inspiration for us?
Yeah. Today's inspirational quote is being brought to you by E.R. Fisheries. Change is inevitable, but personal growth is a choice. And that's by Bob Proctor, a Canadian author.
All right. Thank you so much. Maya's laughing. Tamara, they're having good fun. We're going to have some fun in Vegas, girls. Get ready. It's going to be a great time. Folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Monday. On Monday, she's Sherry Vanderpool. I'm Jamal Hartman. My friends, please do make it a safe and a great weekend. We are out. Peace.